praises. I would like to give all praise, due honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Zakakadash, Barakatah. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. And and I'm like to come with another lesson about today's prophecies, man. We're coming into that proverbial time where, a lot of things happen on the earth. So I'm like to start off with the scripture of Matthew 24. Let's get the book of Matthew 24. This is the book of Matthew, book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 3. Start at 3. And as he sat upon the Mount Olive, and the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming, and of the end of the world? And the Yahweh Shah answered and said unto him, Take heed that no man deceive you. So he was telling, the apostles, the disciples came up to the Lord and asked the Lord, when will these times be, when the end gonna come? So he said the first thing the Lord told his disciples, he said, don't let no one deceive you, because we got a lot of deceivers out here. Now, I remember some time ago, I wasn't sure, who's telling the truth, because I ain't had no understanding of the scriptures. I looked at everybody that was coming out of this Bible at one point in time was deceitful. I just thought it was just the pastors or the church, but it's not just the pastors. It's also these wicked Israelite camps. You know what I'm saying? That's saying that the mark of the beast is not the microchip. It's not the microchip is sin, or these camps telling you that you can smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? They want to have fun and all this stuff, man. So now it's very clear on who is the deceivers, right? In verse 5, and many shall come in my name, saying, I am the Mashiach, and shall deceive many. So you got all these Israelite camps that's coming out, saying that they followers of, quote unquote Christ, and they the Mashiach, IUIC, and all that, and they deceiving many. You know what I'm saying? And then you got not just that, you got Esau and his AI technology, and this, and he's gonna work wonders and deceive many in that way too, of making the blind see with their technology, making the lame walk. So he said these people gonna come in the last days and shall deceive many. Verse 6, and he shall hear wars and rumors of wars, and see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So right now you hear about Russia, Ukraine, China, Taiwan, Iran, the 1948ers, over there in the Middle East, all these wars and rumors of wars is going on. So we at that stage. So the Lord told us not to be troubled of the times to come, because these days are happening. He told us these days is going to come and manifest itself. So he said not to be troubled in our heart about, because these things must come to pass, right? So for 7, for nations shall rise against nations, and kingdom against kingdoms, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. Because there's that nation rise against nation, that means going to race war. And kingdom against kingdom, Russia, China, America, Iran, Africa, Japan, Taiwan, Ukraine, Germany, France, Britain, all these nations are gonna come against each other, and famine. Now, it's like, you see a lot of derailments, a lot of things that's going on in the earth. Oh, you hearing that, shortage of food is gonna eventually come. You know what I'm saying? What else? And pestilence, sickness. They're saying like you got COVID. Now they saying it's uh, another pandemic is coming. That's gonna be worse than the COVID. You know, So all these things must come to pass. These are the signs that we in. No man know the hour or the time. But the Lord said, look and watch. Because these are the signs that's going to show you that we at the end. That the Mashiach is on his way. Verse 9. Then shall they say, deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and you shall be hated all nations for my name's sake. Because now the prophet is going to be hated. Our own people is going to try to kill us for bringing out this word, because they don't want to hear this word. They love America, so therefore they're going to stop. They're going to die here, So hey, You sow into the flesh, but you reap to the flesh. You sow into the flesh, you should reap. You know, and a lot of people reap a lot of stuff, benefits from this place, and they're gonna die here. Me myself, I'm done with this place. I ain't, it ain't benefit me nothing but heartaches and pains here. I don't want to be here. I hate this place, and I'm ready to cut this place off. I've been cut it off, but a lot of our people here don't want to do that. They want to stay here, and they're gonna die here. And then many will be offended and shall betray one another and shall be hated one another. That's goes on with these camps because now we telling you, we rebuking these other camps and telling them that the mark of the beast is what it is. They going off. We coming out and exposing these camps. So now these other camps hate their own brother for telling the truth, right? And it's gonna be a time some of these camps gonna betray us. Some of these camps that we think that's in this faith in this walk, they're gonna be the one that's gonna point you out to Esau, and they're gonna come down. They're gonna turn you in to be afflicted by the powers that be. See, verse 10, and they shall be many offended and shall betray one another and hate one another, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many, because all these prophets are false. How does that? In the book of Revelation 13 and 15, 16 is telling you that the market is going to be a thing that's going to be playing in your hand. You won't be able to buy, sell, right? And these camps are telling you that's not what it is. But yet still, you're seeing it on the news, people posting on social media that this is what they're doing. They're coming out with you're hearing like the big wigs of these government officials are saying this is what they're going to do. They want to plant people under the skin with a microchip so they can track you, and you won't be able to buy or sell. They get rid of the money. That Fed Now shit is coming out. That I just read it this morning that the dude that founded of cryptocurrency, he just been put to death. How you doing? By Fed Now. You know what I'm saying? Just like the guy that got killed for making up on the Cash App, he just got put to death. And you now all of a sudden, it's a coincidence, you got Fed Nows coming. They showing you they are being sloppy on their movement. They telling you what they about to do. And you got these camps are saying otherwise. That don't make no sense. So that's telling you these camps been bought and paid out, man. They took the bag. Go to another scripture, give you some more. Verse 14. Right? Verse 13. I'm going to hit to verse 12. The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Now, yeah, you seeing the wax, the iniquity, sin don't set in real hard, and it's getting real crazy out here. I just seen somebody, a sister, killed her own daughter. Like, I think she fried her. You know what I'm saying? There are people shooting up kids, shooting up the car, like 20 bullets ran into a car and killed a little 4-year-old girl. You know what I'm saying? People was killing out here with no mercy, man. Don't have no love for each other no more. You got demons out here. Hold on, I might have that article. Let me see. See if that article still standing up. Yes, here we go. More than 20 rounds, pure acts of evil. Gunmen fired more than 20 rounds into a car, killing a 4-year-old girl, grazing her 2-year-old brothers in the head. Police. What's her name? Talia Frazier was killed when a gunman fired into a car, was riding. Crime scene photo from Metropolitan Nashville Police Department. Come on, man. There's another one. A woman's body was found burning after she left for a Facebook marketplace meetup, Atlanta cops says. So this lady that was on Facebook, I guess she bought something on Facebook, and she's gonna meet the person, and they found her dead, burnt body. You know. Then there's that pestilence I was talking about. What is HMPV virus spreading in America, and what are its symptoms? What is the HMPV virus of human metropolitan? It's a metapneumovirus at present. I'm gonna spell it out. It's METAPNEUMOVIRUS. US. At present, this virus has created an atmosphere of fear all over the world, especially in America. Serious last week, the Central for Diseases Control and Prevention (CDC) reported there's a rise of HMPV cases nationwide. Then you got Elon Musk brain implants company is approved for human testing. How alarmed should we be? A lot alarmed. See, all these things, and these are the rumors of wars and pessimists. But then you got these camps are saying that there's no such thing as the mark of the beast, or it's not. Come on, man, the mark of the beast is sin. And that's the case. Then we all doomed. We all messed up out here, right? So let's go to Revelation 13:5, 13-15. Let's get that. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 14. Just start at 14. And deceive them. I'm gonna just do 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from the heavens on the earth in the sight of men. So he do great wonders in the sight of men. When? Back in war when they dropped the bomb on Hiroshima. You know what I'm saying? The atomic bomb. Fat boy, little boy. That was a great miracle. And all nations stayed, they was afraid. It's like, yeah, God is with that nation. So that was first of his miracles and his power through his technology and his war arms. Right? Verse 14. And deceive them that dwell on the earth by the means of this miracle. So he deceived many by his technology when he dropped the bomb on Hiroshima, right? And he deceived many nations. Many nations came up under this and saying, yo, God must be working with that nation, because look what he just did to Japan. He dropped that bomb down there and killed and wiped out those Japanese over there. That lets you know his military might is so powerful, and we cannot go against it. We need to be saved by the Mashiach, by Yahweh Shai, by Shem Yahushai, and Yahweh, and them holy angels, right? And he deceived them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. The sight of the beast is the other nations, native. You know what I'm saying? That's why he got them other nations up under them, right? They came up under him, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound and the sword did live. So that wound, that means when they fell when Rome fell, I think was it. I don't want to, make sure I got it right. Rome fell. Let's get that. What year Rome fell? Yep, September 4th, 476 AD. That's when Rome fell, right? And then then they came back into power. Then they came back in power when America came as a nation. July 4th, 1776. That's when America became into power. That's when the beast healed his wound, his deadly wound. Right? Verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that many as would not worship it, image of the beast should be killed. So the image is speaking, right? That means his policies, his philosophies, his politics and his religion. That's how it's speaking. Now it's speaking this days ever more now when you got Elon Musk just being approved to incite to implement the head chip. Then you got the Fed now app that's going to lead to the Karagma, the hand chip. So all these things, the prophecies of Vogue is unraveling now. This book is now speaking everything that's coming to pass. Verse 13, verse 14. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Get a grip. Right, verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and the beast that the image, and the beast that he, wait, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that many as would not worship it, the image of the beast should be killed. Verse 16. He causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Now, when you think about it, they showing you a lot of places like Switzerland, over there in those other countries that they get chipped. They having chipping parties. Now you got Elon Musk. He's showing you that he's been approved for implementing the head chip. So what is these other camps are talking about, saying that there is no the mark of the beast is not the chip, man? They must have lost their mind, man. And it's so clear, like, and then you got people that's following, right? And this is the reason why they being deceived. Second Thessalonians 2:11. The book of Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 11. And for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusions, that they should believe a lie, that they all may be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness. That's the reason why a lot of people that's following these false prophets, these false leaders, because they refuse the love of the truth, man. And that's why they're being deceived, you know, because they refuse to come into the power of Mashiach, and they saying the name Jesus Christ, which his name is Yahweh Shai. I was up under that spell. I was a part of IUIC at one point in time in my life. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was saying that too. Like, oh, the name don't matter as long as you're doing the work and keeping the laws. But I'm glad that the Lord woke me up doing to a study I had, and I got with these brothers from GMS, and they went into the name and broke it down to me, and they woke me up, man. All praises to the Yahweh Shai Shimmy Al Shai for that, because I would have been stuck in that spell too. You know, hold on. Job 12 and 16. Job 12 and 16. Let's get it. Book of Job, chapter 12, verse 16. With with him is strength and wisdom, and the deceive and the deceiver are his. Verse 17, he that leadeth counselors away, spoil and maketh judges fools. See, he said the deceive and the deceiver is hidden. He lead judges away, making them fools. IUCBK leaders are fools. IUIC judges is fools. House of David judges are fools. IUCBK, Wi-Fi, all them judges are fools, man. One body in Hawashai. All them judges is fools. And he's saying deceiver and deceive is his. So the Lord send the deceive to the to deceive the deceivers, to deceive the people because they refuse the truth, man. That's why a lot of those people got following because they went up another way. They wanted to get into this truth because they seen the glamour and the gold. They see all the fly garments. Some of them is in it for the fad. They're not in this for this truth, man. So that's why a lot of them get disenchanted. They leave the truth. Then they end up going back into the world, or they not the Israelite no more because they never believe in anyway. They just got into it because it was a fad. They didn't take heed to what was book was saying. They didn't take it seriously. This is a serious matter. It's not a fad. It's not something that you can just join and get in. It's not like a Kemet or a 5% Islam. You just get in there for a season and come out. This is life or death here, man. This is serious. Some people got in this truth because they leaders. They like how the leader taught, whatever. And when that leader go off, then they leave the truth. Come on, man. Was you in it for the Howard Shower? You just in it for men. Get some more precepts here. All right? Let's get the book of Micah. Get the book of Micah, chapter 1, verse 7. And all the graven images thereof shall be beaten to pieces, and all their heirs thereof shall be burnt with fire, and all the idols thereof will I lay desolate, for she gathered it of shall return to the heir of harlots. That's talking about America. All right, let's talk about America. All her idols shall be beaten to pieces. This Christian church, this Catholic church, these statues, these monuments that everybody prays to, Christmas, you know what I'm saying? All this all this stuff that America, that flag, all these people that our people, worship will be burned. Social media, you know, computer technology, you know what I'm saying? And graven images thereof shall be beaten to pieces, and shall heirs thereof shall be burnt with fire, and all the idols thereof will I lay desolate. For she gathered it of the heirs of the harlots. America is that harlot. She gathered all things, all types of philosophies, things of past kingdoms. You know what I'm saying? It's mixed into one place. So Lord said it shall all be burned up. Verse 8, Therefore I will wail and howl. I will go stripped and naked. I will make a wailing like a dragon, and mourning as an owl. For her wounds is incurable, for it is come to Judah. See? So the Lord said, "It's 2/3. They far gone, man. There's nothing you can do for this incurable. You know, there's nothing you can help. There's nothing you can do for them, because the Lord already set 2/3 to be put to death. You know, you try like just like a fiend that's so. It's like a fiend that's so far gone and crack, smoking crack. It's to a point where there's nothing you can do for that person. Man. There's no rehab can help them. They far beyond reach. Only thing that can cure them is death. They just got to wither away and die. It's just like 2/3 of our people. They're gonna be burned up. Some gonna get put to death by the martial law troops. Some gonna die by famine. Some gonna die by that imputable sword, which is the nuclear missiles. It's come up to the gates, the people even to Jerusalem, to declare, ye it not at Gath, weep ye not at all the houses of Afra, roll thyself in thy dust, pass ye away, in habitation of Sephir, having thy shame naked, inhabitants of Zonan, come not forth in the morning of Bethazil. He shall receive you his standing. He shall receive of you his standing, for inhabitants of Martha or Moab waited carefully for good, but evil came down from the Lord unto the gates of Jerusalem. So evil don't came down to us now. For all the wickedness and stubbornness that we did, hard-headed, he said it came down to us now. A lot of evil is about to come. Pestilence, destruction. Verse 15, the book of Micah, chapter 1, verse 15. Yet will I bring the heir unto thee, O inhabitants of Marsha. He shall come unto Adullam, and glory of Israel make thee bold, and hold thee. For thy delicate children enlarge thy baldness as eagles, for they are gone into captivity for thee. See, for disobedient, our Lord, Lord and Master and our Savior, he say he stripped us baldness. That means he took everything from us. He made us bare before the nations. Now we in captivity. Look at us. We all, you know what I'm saying, we are on the four corners of the earth, and we ain't, you know what I'm saying, we naked out here without the law. That naked means we ain't got the laws no more. All the nations see our shame. Verse 2, Micah. Woe to them that devises iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When it's morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. Because he said, woe to them. That's talking about the elites. They have the power, man. They trillionaires and billionaires. They have the power to work iniquity in their bed. They think of it while they sleeping. They wake up and they perform it. That's why you see pestilence, drugs in our community, guns. You know, homosexual. They promoting all this evil and wickedness. Rappers talking about trap and drill music, killing and smoking on Tuki and all that. They can got enough money to give these niggas billions of trillions of dollars to kill and talking about genocide their own people. You see what I'm saying? They have the power to do that. And our peoples are falling into that trap, thinking they doing good, but they doing wickedness, man. And the Lord going to destroy 2/3 of our people for that wickedness. And when you trying to tell them that, they come against us. Oh, you hating. I should be trying to get a bag. Y'all wasting your time on the street corners. Negro, we trying to get out of here, man. You never going to live in peace and riches in this country, man. This place is gone. It's defiled, man. It's wicked. It doesn't last long. It wasn't meant to last long. Verse 2, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, and even a man and his heritage. So they covet fields, man. They see something, they want it, they going to give it. That's coveting. This white man can't never be, satisfied. He got all the riches in the world, but he still want more. And he oppress a man in his heritage and in his home. They're gonna raid your home. They're gonna rape your women. You know what I'm saying? Like that devil Klaus Schwab says, you will own nothing and be happy. What is this, man? If I just got a couple of mil, I'm good. Why do I need to go want more and trying to drain everybody else just to make myself stay on top? That don't make sense. But I just go to show you that this man, he's never satisfied. That's why he lost his birthright, because he didn't want the spiritual things. He wanted carnal things. That's why he sold his birthright. That's why he sold his birthright, because he didn't want the things of the Lord. That's why he's gonna pay for it because of that. And he took Jerusalem by violence. He took America from the Native Americans by violence. Every way he did, when we was in Dark Ages, he took Spain and England, all those places by violence. And that's the only thing that man understand. He was blessed with the sword. And our people always trying to cling on to this man like they's your friend. These men are demons. That's the devil. And they will be put to death by the Lord. Obadiah 1:18. They will be destroyed, all of them. I'm going to jump down to 12. Now I'm going to go to verse 10. The book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction. He said, this is not our rest. I be hearing people talking about they still want to get businesses, buy a house, go on trips. They making plans, but they don't see the writing on the wall. This place is on its way out, man. He said, arise ye up, depart. This is not your rest. This is polluted. It will hurt you with a sword destruction. What is that sword destruction is? Getting a microchip, because most of our people going to get that chip just to save their life, because they want to continue here. They want to prosper still here. They think they still got a dream in America dream here. But he said it's going to hurt you with a sword destruction. This place is polluted. A lot of people is caught in that trap for real. It's not going to save you. Leave this place alone. Verse 11, if a man walking in the spirit of falsehood do lie, saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and strong drink, he shall even be prophet of this people. So that strong wine is going to these other camps, these pastors of the churches, prophecy you to another philosophy. That's the wine goes into philosophy. Strong drink. A lot of people took the strong drink. That's why a lot of people want to go into these churches. Some of people want to be Islam because it's no discipline. It goes against their livelihood, the things they like to do. So that's why they go to these pastors and these churches, because they prophesy strong drink, strong wine to them. They prophesy lies, smooth words, speaking smooth things. Let's get it again. If a man walking in the spirit and falsehood do lie, saying, I will prophesy unto thee of wine and strong drink, he shall even prophesy prophet of this people. Verse 12, I will surely assemble Jacob all thee. I will surely gather the remnant of Israel, and I will put them together as the sheep of Basra, the flocks of midst of their fold. They shall make great noise, and by reason of the multitude of men. Verse 13, the breakers is come up before them, and they have broken. See, he said, I should surely assemble Jacob. That's the 1/3. That's the prophets. And the fold of be in Basra in America, wherever Edom at, that's where Basra at. He was a symbolist. That's why we've been. That's why you see camps on the four corners of the earth, all around America, throughout the United States, even across the world, man. Prophesies against Basra, against the so-called white man and his kingdom. We prophesied this place is coming down. Let's get Psalms 83. Because we've prophesied it to the Lord saying, keep not, the book of Psalms, chapter 83, verse 1. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies made a tumult, and they that hated thee have lifted up their head. Verse 3, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. See, because at these seminars, these summits that they be having, they consulting against us, man, all these nations. You don't see none of our people in those Senate rooms, nothing like that. They hate us. They all coming against us to try to see how they're going to destroy us, right? And it's going to break down the nations. And they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in the remembrance. And now, a lot of us still, even though it's 2023, Israel been out here for a long time teaching out the Israelites, you still got some people clinging on to being Africans, being on Dominican, Puerto Rican, Haitian, Jamaicans, Indian, Native, whatever, Cubans, Mexicans, or I'm a child of God, I'm Asiatic black man, because the Lord saying that these, it's obvious the Lord did this to us, but He used the so-called white man, these other nations, to put us into that spell that we erased our memory. They beat it out of us. Now when you coming back now in these last days to tell our people who they are, to give them back the life that was speaking in Ezekiel was 37 about the dry valley of the dry bones, and bring life. Now a lot of people's waking up to who they are, man. But a lot of these people thinking just because they know they're Israel, and they're not doing no works, and they're not getting out here. They don't know that's to their own demise. Feel me? They being marked, so now they have no excuse. So when judgment come before them, they're gonna be put to death, man. This not no fad. This not no run in the mill. This not no phase with the rope. This is serious. This is life or death. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee in the tabernacles of Edom. So the Lord just mentioned one nation, the head nation of all these other heathen nations that came against us and put us in captivity, that consulted against us and rallied up the other nations to do so. It was the nation of Edom, which is a so-called white man. Which I had the book right here. This shit right here. Who is Esau Edom? It's a deep book. Right? Those are the nations that came against us with the other heathen nations. Right? It said the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and Hagarenes. Moab is the Chinese. Hagarenes are the Arabs. They all came together. Ishmaelites is the Arabs. They all came together from one descent to put us in captivity. Right? Let's get the book of Joel 3 and 3. Book of Joel 3, verse 9. Bear with me. book of Joel, start off from verse 1. Book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, the days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. So Judah and Jerusalem is going to the two nations, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, right? He said, you'll bring together. So he said, in that time, you shall bring us together, not being, America all together, right? And I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead them with them there for my people. So this is that World War III that's coming up now. Lord gonna gather all these other nations to Howard Shaphat, which is the Valley of decision, Megiddo. He says he's gonna plead for his people, right? Plead means kill. That means he's gonna beg for us to let us go. He's gonna kill these nations, And my people, and my heritage, because we is his heritage, right? Israel, whom they have scattered amongst the nations, part of my land. So they scattered us among the nations, and then these heathens, you had the fake Jews, the small hatters, and then you had the Palestinians took over our land, and they parted it, right? They scattered us on the four corners of the earth, and they took over our heritage and our identity. Verse 3, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given wood for harlots and sold bread for wine, that they might drink. So they cast lots on it. That means they bid it on us. Put it on auction blocks. You know what I'm saying? They cast lots and they give it boy for a harlot. Some of us sold us for a bottle of rum, traded slave for rum, had sex with our women. You know what I'm saying? Got drunk. They did all these wicked, nasty things to our ancestors, right? Yea, and what had ye to do with me, O Tyre Zidon? Tyre Zidon is the Hamites, which you will call the Africans of the day. So they had a hand on destroying our people. When you go back to Psalms 83 and 1 and 2 and all the way down, Hagarenes, it gives you it gives you who helped destroy us. They in that council of the World European Union and what you call it, the world nations. They all came together. Psalms 83, right? So the Hagarenes and the Africans, they had something to do with us going to slavery because they sold us to the land. That's why we hear people saying, well, Africans, slave Africans, that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Those Africans was not our people, and the Bible was about to explain that. He said, yea, and what have you to do with me, O Tyre Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will you render me a recompense? So the Lord said, will you pay me back because I ain't choose y'all to be the people of me, my sons and daughters? So we had to, so I can't beat me. I took it out of my peoples, right? And if I recompense me swiftly, he said, ye and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre Zidon, all the coast of Palestine? Will you render me a recompense? And if you recompense me swiftly and speedily, I will return your recompense upon your own head. So he's about to return the recompense on their own head swiftly. That's coming up soon. All these niggas gonna pay for what they did, man. Nobody's escaping the judgment that Yahweh Shah got for these nations, man. Y'all gonna pay, man. Read on. In verse 5, because ye have taken my silver and gold and have carried into your temple and made goodly pleasant things. Because all that gold that Solomon had in his temples, that these elites, these Queen of England, all them got in their temples, man. Not only just they precious gold, that means the Israelites as well as they Jews. We is the Lord's gold. That's why we call them Jews. You know what I'm saying? Verse 6, and the children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold unto the Grecians, right? Because they took the children of Judah, which is the southern kingdom, and the Jerusalem, the northern kingdom, they sold into the Grecians, the white men. You had the Spaniards took the northern kingdom, and then you had the English and pilgrims, all that, they sold the southern kingdom, right? You know, the French with the Levi, you know what I'm saying? It was all Edomites. And the children of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have you sold unto the Grecians, that you may remove them far from their borders. Verse 7, behold, I will raise them out of the place whether ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. So now he's raising us up now. He put the spirit of life in us, according to the books of Ezekiel 37. You know, the valley of the dry bones. He said he's going to raise us up. That's why we all waking up and coming to our identity of who we are now. You know, he said, I'm going to recompense you on your own head. So he's going to return what they did to us. And I will sell your sons and daughters unto the hands of the children of Judah. He said he's going to sell your children and daughters like you did to us. That broke up our families like the Jackson 5. Took our kids to it and gave it to another master, another plantation. We ain't never seen our kids no more. You know? That's why a lot of times in these days, you might have people that may look like you, but that could be somebody in your family, that they don't split it up throughout the times, man. You don't know. You could be effing your sister, you know, or you could be laying with your brother, you know. Incest. This is how demonic these people is. Feel me? Because he split us up. We mixed up. We don't know who we are. We don't know where we come from. Sometimes, like I said earlier, a few seconds ago, sometimes you may see people that may look like you, that may be your family. Because, you know, because that's what they did, man. Like dogs, man. You know how you get a dog, woman and a man and a female, make puppies, get a litter, then you sell the puppies to the different people. Now, they brothers and sisters all out there. Sometimes the dog goes straight, they might end up beating their brother or their sister, you know? Somebody in their family. That's how dirty these people, wicked these people are. That's what they did to us. That's why we are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, according to Scripture, Hosea 4 and 6. So now we're going to do that to their sons. We're going to take their sons and their daughters and sell them to other people, spread their family, break up their family. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians. The Sabians are what you call the Ethiopians. We're going to sell it to them Hamites. Oh man, Ham gonna have fun with y'all, with y'all Edomites. They're gonna do y'all dirty. They're gonna be like, oh, you messed up my country. Look at this. You fucked up the soil. I did this to us, man. They're gonna beat the shit out y'all Edomites, man. We're gonna sell your sons to the Sabians, which is the Edomites. And I will sell your sons and daughters into the hands of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off. We're going to sell them to other people, other nations, maybe to Moab, maybe to the Canaanites, maybe to Japheth, Kittim, all to the other nations. We're going to be spreading your kids out far off. And the Lord has spoken. So the Lord said, I have spoken. That means it's going down. He's going to do what he said he's going to do. Let's go to Amos chapter 1, verse 9. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Tyrus, and for I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they deliver up the whole captivity to Edom. So the Lord says he's not gonna part a hand from what they did, but they deliver us unto the children of Edom. 3 transgressions of what they did to their brother, you know, to us. The Lord said he ain't gonna part of Tyrus, which is the so-called Hamites. I mean, not so-called Hamites, but the Hamites, the so-called Africans, right? Because they deliver us to the hands of the Edomites. They gathered us to the west coast of Africa, and they gathered us up and they sold us. They told us where we was at and everything, man. They gave us away. They what you call ratted on us. Thus saith the Lord, for the 3 transgressions of Tyrus, and for I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because they deliver up the whole captivity to Edom. And remember not the brotherly covenant. And they remember not the brotherly covenant. Right? But I will send a fire on the wall of Tyrus, which shall devour the palaces thereof. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for I will not turn away punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword. He pursued us. It's not only that you put us in slavery, you split the families up, you did all your hungers, you burned us, you fed our kids, babies to alligators, to dogs. I did all, y'all experiment on us, a Tuskegee experiment, put syphilis in us. You put the what's that? Bubonic plague and pox into the blankets to destroy the Indians, kill all the buffaloes, burned them up, killed them. Daniel almost wiped them out, took all their land, put them on reservations, put us in ghettos. They didn't want to give us reparations. You know what I'm saying? You still, you showed us no mercy. You still pursued us with the sword. I made up all types of laws after slavery was over, so we couldn't get far, we couldn't progress. You know what I'm saying? To get above, to get ahead. And all Jake wanted to do is just live, man. We don't, Jake mentality, they just want a piece of the pie. Y'all so greedy and so afraid that think we're gonna get above you. Y'all kept us on the, kept us destroyed. And the Lord say He gonna get y'all. Y'all ain't show us no mercy. Y'all pursued your brothers with the sword. And we ain't doing nothing to y'all. We minding our business. And y'all still want to kill us. Y'all make rap videos, make it kill each other, put crack and cocaine, invented games so we can shoot each other. You know? But I was sent. Thus said the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, for I will not turn away thy punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. See, perpetual means forever, continuously. Since the time you came out, moms, when we got the birthright, yeah, y'all reconciled, our forefathers reconciled, but his anger came through his seed, and he came back in reincarnation with that same anger. And it perpetually, man. Y'all ain't, you know what I'm saying? What the Lord said about forgiveness. Y'all didn't want to forgive us. We ain't do nothing to y'all. What's the law when the Lord say you have an anger with your brother for no cause? Yeah. Matthew 5:22. Let's get it. Right. Book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 22. Book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 22. But I say unto you that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to the brother, Rakah, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall thou fool shall be in the danger of hellfire. Because Esau, he's angry with us for no reason. That's why he's gonna get judged. Call us niggas, spicks, wetbacks, fools. You look at these niggas are fools. They out here killing each other. You made us. You put us in this environment to do that. Now you want to blame us for something that you created us to do. You put these situations and for us to be difficult to prosper and all that. You made it hard for us. And the scripture just said that in Matthew 5:22 that whoever angry with their brother for no reason is danger of the judgment. Y'all is angry. Y'all had that perpetual hate with us forever for no reason. Y'all sold y'all birthright. Them dumbass daddy sold the birthright. So y'all, and then y'all want to say that we tricked you when you gave it up. That's just the hypocrisy of the so-called white man, man. You gave up your birthright, and now you mad. Now you angry at us. Now you want to kill us for something that your stupid forefather did. Let's get some more, man. You know? Let's get back to Joel. Right? Book of Joel, chapter 1, verse 11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4, I will not turn away your punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. For I will send a fire upon Timon, which shall devour the palace of Bozrah. Basra is back in over there in Jordan, Edom, but Mount Seir. But this talking about over here, because just like Jerusalem, Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Just like Edom, it's a people before it's a place. So wherever the so-called white man that's Edom, that's Bosra. So he said he's gonna cast a fire on this place. What is that fire? Let's get 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. Let's get that. Let's get nuclear war in here. All right. Book of 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. And the earth also, the works that are therein, shall be burnt up. So the Lord said that the days come that earth is going to be burned as an oven with fervent heat, right? And the elements thereof shall, be melted. So the elements going into the buildings, the cars, the people, you know what I'm saying? For the wickedness, man. So Lord said he's gonna cast great fire on team, right? Let's get Zechariah 14:12. Book of Zechariah, chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord will smite all people that have fought against Jerusalem. So the Lord said this is going to be the plague that fought against all Jerusalem. All these nations that went against Jerusalem and fought against us, that tables a nation that was in Psalms 83 all the way down. He said he's going to smite these nations with plagues, right? They're going to all suffer this right here. That have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their heads, and their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. So that's going into what? What weapons can do that? The nuclear, the nukes. He's going to hit this place with nukes, and they're going to be burning up while they're standing on their feet. You watch Terminator 2. You know what I'm saying? And they show you a good example how that's going to work. That's all through the power of Yahweh Shem Rashad. James Cameron was in the spirit when he made that movie. You know what I'm saying? And then you got a movie that's coming out. I think this month is called Oppenheimers, man. That's a movie you should go see. That's biblical prophecy, right? Let's go back to Joel. Let's get Joel 2. Book of Joel 2. Blow ye the trumpets in Zion. So we blowing the trumpet while we staying out on the highways of Babylon. We blowing the trumpet. Back in the ancient time, the trumpet was an actual, what you call a chauffeur. We would blow it to let them know that enemies are coming to attack the kingdom. But now we blowing another trumpet. It's our voice in the scriptures, right? He said, blow, book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 1, blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound the alarm. In my holy mountain, let all thy inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. So the day of the Lord is nigh at hand. It's near. As you can see all the chaos in the world, all the murders, all types of wicked and strange things, the rise of the LGBT community, the modes. Esau is showing his left hand, man. He's showing who he really is. He's showing his horn. He's the wicked. He's not hiding his wickedness no more, man. He's showing you his agendas now, right? Verse 2, in the day of darkness, the gloominess of dark, day of cloud, wait, a day of darkness, and of gloominess, a day of clouds, and thick darkness, as the morning spread upon all people, great darkness, light shall be anymore after it, even the years of many generations. The fire devoureth before them, and behind them, the flame burneth. And the land is a garden of Eden. So that's talking about America. Before them, and behold, behind them is desolate wilderness. Yea, nothing shall escape them. They're talking about the nukes. Nothing will escape these nuclear warheads when they get launched up. It's gonna burn. It's gonna be thick darkness, man. Hell of smoke, brimstone. It's gonna dark out the clouds, man. You're not gonna be able to see your hands in front of you, right? That's how much. That's how much destruction of these nukes, the impact these nukes are gonna cause, man. The appearance of them is like appearance of horses. Appearance of horse and a horseman, so shall they run. So the appearance is like horsemen. They're gonna come in like in a what you call it, in a formation, like birds formation. A horse, you know how like when they go into war, you see a horse running. They're gonna come like in that formation. The appearance is like horsemen with power, and like a noise of a chariot, the top of a mountain, shall they leap, and like noise of a flame or fire devoureth the stubble, as his strong people set in battle array. So they're going to hit, this mountain's going into the nations. They're going to hit these nations, man. Especially here. It's going to leap over buildings, it's going to be hitting buildings. You know what I'm saying? Top of buildings. It's going to have mad noise, flame, stubble, going to burn people to stubble. It's going to be chaos. People going to be running everywhere going crazy, not knowing what's going on. It's like strong people armed and battery head going to the warheads. It's going to be very equipped and armed. Nothing ain't going to stop these nukes, these hyper missiles that Russia and North Korea and all these nations going to send at this place. Verse 6, before their faces people shall be much pain, and all faces shall gather blackness. It said people going to see this, they're going to be scrunching, in much pain, crying. Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. Nowhere to run. People be holding their babies, little girls and little boys, holding themselves like that's going to stop these nukes from killing you. Because all of them going to take part in that chip. They're going to be destroyed. And their face turn to blackness. How? Because all that dust and debris, brimstone, smoke, all their face going to be running like, you know what I'm saying, face all black. It's going to be so thick clouds of darkness, they're going to be able to see their hands in front of them. Or to see the people that's next to them, or their loved ones. They shall run like mighty men, like mighty men. They shall climb the walls like men of war, and they shall march every one on his way, and they shall not break their ranks. They're talking about the nukes, man. They're gonna be in formation like birds. They're not gonna fall thrust upon another. They're gonna hit this target with accuracy, precision, and they're not gonna break their ranks. They're gonna still be carrying on their mission, even though U.S. gonna throw missiles, trying to throw intercepting missiles, trying to intercept it. But it's programmed. It's a smart missile. It's gonna dodge it. It's gonna defend itself and still hit its target. That's how the Lord's Spirit's gonna be in this, man. That's what happens when you're dealing with something that you can't understand. You saw that AI technology. It's gonna come back and bite you. And neither shall one thrust another, they shall walk every one his path. And when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. They shall run to and fro. In the city they shall run upon the walls. They shall climb upon the houses. They shall enter in the house at the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them, and the heavens shall tremble, and the sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their light, because that's how much debris and the impact of these missiles, man. 200 million missiles gonna hit this place. That's the impact. It's gonna be like a thick cloud of darkness, a bubble shield over everything. You're not gonna see it. You ain't gonna see the sun no more, or the moon. It's gonna block. You're gonna be in a casing, like a dome of smoke. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great. For he strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible. Who can abide it? He says the day of the Lord is great. In darkness. He said, who can abide? Nobody ain't gonna be able to stand for the Lord, man. He's coming with that type of power and might, man. His glory. He's gonna destroy everything, man. Devour this whole country, man. And he said, who can abide? Who gonna be able to stand before your Lamb? None shall stand against the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem and Hawashai and the holy angels, man. Therefore also now saith the Lord, turn ye even to me with all your heart. So he said, turn even to me, all Israel. Turn even to him with all your heart, with all your mind, man. Get your mind out of this place. This is not your rest. It's going to hurt you with a sword of destruction. Come back to the laws, statutes, commandments, man. Keep the way of the Lord, man. Come out of that homosexuality, man. Come out of that YOLO life, party life, man. Leave them idols and stuff alone. Stop celebrating these wicked ass holidays, man. Stop doing folly, these games. These women's being thoughts, feminism. There's some more to life in that, man. But these days are shortened, man. Y'all worrying about getting that bag, want to have a piece of the pie, the American dream in America, man. America about to be destroyed. You dumb niggas out there, man. Y'all don't see it. Y'all still on the block trying to catch money, catch paper, selling cookies. Think y'all gonna be big time drug dealers when they about to end the dollar, man. It's about to collapse. What y'all gonna do then when it's digital? Y'all gonna still be trying to sell cracks and scan it? You know what I'm saying? You're a fool. Therefore also now saith the Lord, turn ye even to me with all your hearts, and with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning, and rend your heart and not your garment. He said, rend your hearts, man. Rip all that wickedness and all the philosophies out your heart, man. Pay attention, be attentive, man. He said, rend your heart, not your garments. Take all that wickedness, pollution out your mind, man. Rip that up. Because the days are shortened, man. We're coming these last times, man. Y'all gonna end it right there. It's been a session. And I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem, Rekakudah. Double honors to apostles, a great millstone, and to a hopeful elect. Shalom.